Well, probably drugs. No, just kidding. So before I started working for Dave Moore Racing, and working with my dad, I was actually working as, technically speaking, a maid, cleaning houses. So, as you know, I actually really did enjoy that job. I worked with some really great people. I can't necessarily say that I'd still be doing that, but I don't know what else I would have been doing.
Before I came over here, I had a farming business that I owned. And I say that it was very, very, very small scale. It was basically just like canned goods and vegetables that I grew out of my home garden that I was selling at farmers markets. But I traveled to a lot of different farmers markets to sell my produce and stuff. And while I was pretty successful at it, the profit margins for that kind of thing are pretty slim. So whenever Dad called me and offered me this job, or we were kind of, however it happened, it just was one of those things where he was like, "Hey, I'm bringing Kelsi on. You know, jump on. You wanna find a place in."
She was having a serious case of FOMO.
Yeah, I was mostly a stay-at-home mom, and I was kind of, my husband and I were talking about, because at the time we were struggling financially a little bit, and I was like, I need to do something to help out, but the cost of daycare was so high that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to do something else. But then Dad and I talked about doing this, and so it works out, because then I come and my mom watches the kids, and I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for daycare every month. But if I was at a different job, I would be. But if would I still be doing that? I probably would, just staying home with my kids for the most part. And
Daycare's too damn expensive nowadays.
yeah, for sure.